games. Got downright fierce going hard today. It's downright fierce, get your game on. Downright fierce, get your game on. Downright fierce, get your game on.
Downright fierce. Downright fierce.
I'm a guitar player. I've been playing for over 25 years now, and I have close to 10 years experience in the music instrument retail business. And I love pedals. The fact that you can plug a guitar into a pedal, maybe one that you've never played before or even heard of before, and the things that can come out of that. The ideas, the riffs, even the songs. It's a really cool feeling. Now, I'm also a single dad. I've got 2 crazy little boys at home. So as you can imagine, I don't get too much time to go visit my local store to check out all the latest gear. And when I do, I have to deal with the chaos of the music store. All the noise and sales pitches. Maybe they don't have what I'm looking for. Plus, you gotta deal with a bunch of people butchering Metallica riffs all day. And I subscribe to boxes like Loot Crate, Slam Crate, things like that, because I love the feeling of coming home and seeing that box right there on my front porch, not knowing what's inside. That feeling of excitement and surprise of, I don't know what I'm getting this time. It's kind of like Christmas morning, right there on my doorstep. So I thought, what if I could get a brand new guitar pedal sent to me every month, made by the top pedal manufacturers in the business? And the cost would be less than I would pay online or in the store. But what if I didn't know what pedal it was going to be? A guitar pedal subscription box. Stomp box. And I thought, man, if somebody could do that and do it right, that would be really cool and definitely be something that I personally would sign up for. So, I decided to do it right. Stompbox gives players the opportunity to get a pedal experience that they wouldn't get at their local store, and combines that with the surprise and the excitement and the wow factor of a subscription box. We here at Stompbox, we want you to stop chasing tone. Let us bring it to you. Because who knows, that brand new song might be right there, just waiting for you to get home.
Hello and welcome to episode 91 of Downright Fierce Gaming, now with 38% more cat anus. That's right. They said we couldn't do it. They said it couldn't be done. And yet here we are, cat anus. My name is Josh Sancia. With me is my slutty cat, Mishka. I swear, I love our audio listeners. I love you guys for listening every week. But if you don't watch the video, you have no idea what you're missing. I figured out a way to angle the camera and still get everything in there, so that way you can now see Mishka, my cat, the entirety of Mishka for like the whole episode. You can see the table and stuff. So Schuyler is running a little bit late. He's supposed to be here any second now. You're going to hear my doorbell, and then I'm going to unlock the door using my handy dandy app here. But until then, let's talk about this cat. look at this dead ass cat. What are you doing? She's dabbing right now. That's what she's doing. She's dabbing. Oh, sweet Mishka. Okay, so I don't know. Like I you know what? Let's do this. We're gonna start with what I've been playing, because I want to talk about this game that is easily the most average game. I wouldn't even call it average. The most bland game I've ever played in my entire life. That would be The Order 1886. So this is one of PS4's launch titles. And it was free with PlayStation Plus. No, sorry. It was free with PlayStation Plus a long time ago, but I didn't get it free with that. I bought it for I think it was like $3 or something. And this game, man, I mean, like, launch titles typically are more just a showcase of what a console can do. You know, we saw that with the other launch title, Killzone, Shadowfall, or whatever. Both very, very pretty games. In fact, The Order 1886 is still gorgeous by today's standards. It is a very gorgeous game. Let me even take that back. It's not a gorgeous game. Graphically, it's impressive. Graphically, it's very, very impressive. but that's where it ends, is because it has almost like no art style. I mean, it has an art style. It's bland. All the colors are muted. I mean, the game is just not interesting to watch except for the graphics, which, you know, by now we've had both impressive graphics and impressive style. So, you know, we don't really need games like this. So I imagine if I played it when it first came out, sure, it'd be super impressive and that'd be a lot of fun. But I'm playing this now, so that's just graphics. That's just you know, how the game looks. Gameplay, it's easily, I mean, it's a launch title. You know, they were still figuring out things. You know, we've come a long way since 2014 as far as games go. And it's just not fun to shoot. It's not fun to move around. I don't know. And I wouldn't even say, I'm just going to keep retracting what I say. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's not fun. It's just bland. I've never been so bored and interested at the same time while playing a game. Like, it looks great. It plays fine. Like, it's polished. It's a polished game. But The Order 1886, it's bland. It's easily the most bland game I've ever played. So that's what I've been playing. Schuyler, you lied to me. You said you were going to be here at 8:30, and it is 8:36. He says, walk it up. Like he's actually responding to me. He actually messaged me and said, walking up. Here comes the doorbell. And I could only delay for so long, Schuyler. We lost half of our viewers since doing this. Half. Went from 2 to 1. I don't even know what the audio listeners are going to think. God damn it, Schuyler. Wait. Oh, there. Yeah, go get him, Mishka. Go get him. There we go. Okay. I don't have to delay anymore. Thank God. What up, boy? Sup, my dude?
You have some very long lights by you.
Long lights?
Red lights. Whew.
What do you mean?
Just like
red
lights for some really long time.
I thought you were talking about like at my house.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like long red light. I think I just have regular lights, but okay, cool. So with me is Schuyler.
Hello.
What's up, Schuyler?
How's it going?
Good to see you, bud.
Yeah.
So I was talking. Have you played The Order 1886? Also, I listened to the last episode. I need you to talk more into the microphone.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so The Order 1886, the launch PS4 title with the werewolves.
Werewolves? No, I did not play
You
it.
did not play? Okay. Do you have it? It was free with
No.
PlayStation Plus. Okay.
Oh, if it was free and I had a PlayStation, or my roommate left his out in the living room more often.
Gotcha. So,
yes.
like, I mean, you can catch it on. I mean, I was just talking about how it is easily the most bland game I've ever played in my entire life. And I gave very specific examples, and you know, there was a fun conversation I had with myself. But
Yeah, nice.
I angled the camera. I don't know if you noticed, so that way we get more kitty.
Beautiful.
And now she doesn't want to sit
More
up.
asshole action.
More 38% more cat anus.
Oh.
That's what I advertised.
That's a good percentage.
That's a very good percentage. Speaking of personage.
Percent, yeah.
I'm trying to get the word persona
Get
out
to
there.
persona.
Yeah. Okay, well, first, let's do the Fierce News thing. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Fierce News! Oh, shit! Yeah, bro! Explosion! Explosions and kitties and oh, yeah, so good! Oh, yeah! I'm really glad I don't have downstairs neighbors.
You're right.
No, you're good. Like, I was feeling it. Like,
I
you
hope
had,
your
like,
kitchen
the beat
enjoyed
and I was-
Hope your kitchen enjoyed the show.
Man, fuck my kitchen.
Yeah, fuck your kitchen.
So Fierce News is, of course, brought to you by MC Lars. Make sure you check out his Patreon page at patreon.com/MC Lars. So, like I was trying to segue to Persona. We finally know what Persona 5S is, P5S. I actually saw I saw the live stream. I was watching it, and it was, first of all, I've never seen a video game concert before, let alone like they're typically Japanese. It was really, really cool.
Was it?
It was like, Interesting. I mean, because Persona has the best music.
I was gonna say, like,
So that's an easy one.
as long as it lived up to the music.
Yeah, I mean,
it'd be pretty good.
I don't know if I could see like a Kingdom Hearts one or anything like that. But Persona 5, okay, so let me restrict that. It was really awesome watching a K-pop concert.
Kingdom Hearts, there'd just be a bunch of crying weebs in the audience.
That's true. That's exactly what Kingdom Hearts is. But okay, so the live stream was cool. Moment finally came. Joker's standing is like the whole tease and stuff. He's standing on top of a light post, not a light post, a traffic light, because Japan. And a bunch of shadows start approaching, and then bam, it's Persona 5, fucking Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah.
The game nobody asked for. And here's the monkey paw of it. Here's the goddamn monkey paw. I swear to God, it's like they're playing a joke on it. Oh, you want Persona 5 on Switch, huh? You want it on Switch? Well, then they show, coming to PlayStation, and then it gives a second, and then it goes away. Coming to Switch. Oh, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Oh, they should have controlled that message a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they know that's what people want, and
A little bit of that Diablo Immortal effect.
you guys have phones, don't you? You have Switches, don't you? This is what you wanted, a Persona game. You didn't say which one.
Do you know people that play that type of game?
Dynasty Warrior games?
Yeah.
I used to love it when they first came out. I was playing that on the PlayStation. I think.
Yeah, I did play some on the PlayStation
And it was
just because
good.
they were super freaking cheap.
Yeah, and it was impressive back then also because it's 1v 50 at a time, and you're looking at all these people on the screen. You're like, oh my god, it's so impressive.
We come through them all.
Yeah, and I played the most recent one I played actually, and after a long hiatus from those games, and I'd say since PlayStation 2 probably, I played the Link one, the Zelda one.
There's a Zelda one?
Yeah, it's Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, that's right.
I played Hyrule Warriors, and at first it was alright. It was cool, but
Yeah.
it's not my kind of game. It got overly complicated. Why don't we just keep it simple, all right? I'm a guy with a big sword, and I go around and I fight other people. Why do I need special items?
Make
and,
the game that people actually want to play.
Yeah, hey, they're on Dynasty Warriors 92, so
The production cost for those has to be so low. That's the only reason why.
it's like Earth Defense Force. It's exactly like Earth Defense Force. And here's the thing: there are people out there.
Earth Defense Force actually looks pretty fun.
My god!
I'm only aware of it through Funhouse videos.
You are talking to the biggest Earth Defense Force fan.
Really?
In the world, not the biggest in the world, because I don't have every game, but oh man, I'm
still not entirely even sure what console it's on.
Everything. It's just on everything. It started with 360, and this game, the genius part of this game is they keep selling the same game over and over and over again, but you spawn in a different location on the map.
Nice.
It's the same goddamn levels. And occasionally with some graphical improvements, but not much.
Yeah.
And some new weapons. That's the thing that they change a lot is the weapons. But you're basically playing the exact and new enemies. Okay. But you're basically playing the same game over and over and over again, and it's so good. It's so good.
All that I've seen played, that I've seen ants.
Yep.
Spiders.
Yep.
UFOs.
UFOs. Yeah.
Those are the three main thing that I've seen you fight.
It's so stupid and it's so amazing. One of my favorite things is the last one I played, and I forgot which one it is. I think it's Earth Defense Force 5.2 or something, and I think that's actually what it's called. So it takes place 7 years after the events of the first game, and they take note to remind you of that in the dialogue at least several times per minute. So they'll be like, oh man, the aliens are coming down from space just like they did 7 years ago. Hey, we gotta load up and blow them out of the sky like we did 7 years ago. Oh man, it's been 7 years since all these buildings fell. It's constantly 7 years.
So I'll have to assume each sequel is just them changing the spawn locations and then adding another year.
It's been 8 years. It's been 2.9 years since the last one. What? But yeah, it's amazing. But okay, so back to the Persona 5S, which is, what was it again? Struggle or something. I think it's Struggle, isn't it?
It's something with an S.
I think it's actually called Struggle, and It's a fucking Dynasty Warriors game. Which, here's the thing, I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, I'm gonna play it, but and another thing, that game is way harder to run on a Switch, in my mind, from the limited knowledge I have of video games. That game is way harder to run on a Switch than Persona 5 would be.
Didn't they announce something like that will make games run 30% better related to the Switch? Is like some software.
The upgrade that they're planning on doing to the hardware. That's right. We'll get to that because there's actually some news on that.
Okay.
But Persona 5 ran on a PlayStation 3.
Mm.
Somebody can make this run on a Switch. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that
the load time,
PlayStation. I'll suffer through that.
Yeah.
I think PlayStation has a pretty strong hold on the Persona 5 license. And I think it's longer than they typically are. I think that it might be a long time actually before we see it again, because I mean Persona 5 came out 2017, 16, something like that.
You'd think at the very least they would do a Shin Megami Tensei game on the Switch.
They are.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
In fact, I think it's exclusive to Switch.
Okay. They stuck with that with the DS games, so.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, as long as there's at least that.
Yeah, but I mean, Persona 5 is just perfection.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it, and I mean, we've talked about it at length on this podcast, and but I'm accepting that reality, because the fact that this is coming to Switch and it is Persona 5 related, it's almost like they're saying, like, we know we can't. This is the best we can give you. And
it's the only thing they'll let us do with the IP.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's not exactly Persona, it's not a numbered series. Yeah. It's an offshoot. In fact, some of the speculation on the S was spin-off, which
really? Oh.
That's kind of what it turned out to be. I mean, it's Persona 5 spin-off. Again, I'm gonna play it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play it. But what they should do, though, what they need to do, because this is all Persona 5 related. They have Persona 5 R, which is the royal. Mm-hmm. That's the like golden, basically. Persona 5 S now, the struggle or whatever. Mm-hmm. They have Persona 5 A, which is the anime series. Yeah. They need to come out with a Persona 5 M, just like a mega collection of everything, and call it Persona 5 ASMR. Hey! Hey! Woo! I did it!
Welcome to the Persona 5 reveal.
ASMR. And
I'm attracting a cat.
Oh my. Hello and welcome to the podcast.
I don't get that, the ASMR stuff. It's not for me.
No.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I don't judge it.
Yeah.
Again, we were talking about sneeze fetishes last
true.
week. Like,
not speaking of that. Speaking of ASMR, there's one that, I did like to show to my friends. That was fried chicken ASMR. It was just...
Please tell me it was just somebody biting into fried chicken on the phone. Yes. Oh, that is terrible and amazing.
Yeah. Oh.
Here's that cattiness. Come on, sit down, Mishka.
Welcome.
I don't think she likes that. I don't think she's into ASMR. Okay, Mishka, move out of the way. I gotta read the news. Okay. Oh, so real quick, we have I have a little quick thing I wanted to say. Days Gone finally came out, and
looked mediocre.
I was wrong.
What did you say? What was your?
I thought, and I said on this podcast, and I said to lots of people, I thought it was going to blow everybody away. I thought that it was going to be a sleeper hit. Mm-hmm. I thought that it was going to be one of those things where critically it's like amazing, and then like commercially it doesn't do very well because everybody's like, oh, who cares about
zombie games?
Yeah, nobody cares about zombie games anymore. Mm-hmm. I was wrong. The game has been reviewed as extremely mediocre.
Yep.
Like 6s and 7s, functional, polished like you would expect from a Sony game, but but I'm still not convinced, because you know what? I heard, because there are some people out there who are like, it's great.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. Now I want to play this game, but I don't want to buy it. I'm going to rent it. The reason why I was saying I thought it was going to be so good was because early reviews of it, little segments that people are playing were like, yeah, I played like 2 hours of it and it's incredible. So I want to give it a shot, and then I'm going to report what I find.
Like, I haven't played it. I've just like watched, a few hours of it, and just, it's not like it started really hot either. It just seems mediocre throughout from what I've seen.
That sucks.
And I mean, I'm a fan of zombie games. So.
Yeah. I like DayZ, and freaking one of my favorite franchises of all time is State of Decay. Like, that's a great game. Mm-hmm. And hey, and that got semi-mediocre reviews.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not mediocre, but like it got like 7s and 8s.
Yeah.
Which is good. I mean, that's good, but it's not like a masterpiece for most people to say that's my favorite game ever.
Yeah.
The game series. And I like 2. 2 was dope.
2 was pretty good. I mean, could have done without a lot of the microtransaction stuff, which didn't affect it.
I didn't even notice that they had it.
Yeah, it's just kind of because it's there for I don't know. I wasn't a fan of it. Just that. Other than that, game was pretty okay.
Yeah,
it's what I expected.
I've been thinking about it a lot lately. I really want to go back and play it. The more I think about State of Decay, the more I want to check it out again, because I only did one playthrough, and you can't play it through just once. That's crazy. You gotta. The State of Decay is just
or count every different playthrough, because you reload every time someone dies or gets hurt.
You know what I would pay for is a State of Decay board game. That'd be a good board game. I'm sure there's already one like it out
Have
there.
you heard Dead of Winter?
Yes, I knew you were gonna say that. Okay, I don't like that game though,
Really?
because here's why: is because yes, this is a board game, but whatever. I don't like how hard it is. I don't like how
You don't like hard board games?
No, I mean I like I like a challenge, but the reason why I like State of Decay is because I go in there smart. I don't freaking charge in anything. I go nice and slow. I scope. I'll see. I'm like, okay, we got this many zombies around there, and I will approach it in a really smart way, and I am successful because of that.
Yeah.
But in Dead of Winter or whatever it's called, it's just like you go in, everybody's dead. Game over. It's like, but I didn't get to use strategy or do anything. I'm talking about a board game where it's multiple dice rolls. It's not just one. Okay, now you're dead. It's okay, well, do you want to scavenge loudly or quietly? Okay, well, if you want to do it loudly, you can only roll 1 dice, or you have to do multiple dice, and if one of them's a zombie, and it goes like that. Mm-hmm. Not just you're dead now.
Man, did you ever play the Dark Souls board game?
Oh my god, that's right. I forgot there was a Dark Souls.
Pretty good.
It's good?
Yeah.
No shit.
It's fun. I like those sort of strategic, unfair, stacked against you kind of games. So.
All right. So also, speaking of really quick news, Nintendo announced a release date for Super Mario Maker 2.
Did they?
Yes, they did. June 28th, 2019.
Okay.
So relatively soon.
Yeah, not too bad.
I'm surprised. I mean, again, I don't make games, but how hard is it really to make a game like that? Especially when you have the bones of the first one.
Have you watched videos? It's when I'm bored, one of the things I like to throw on is just YouTube of Mario Maker, things like that. And there's so many crazy physics things.
But I mean,
in that game,
and then
how you have to change, there's the slope platforms, so you have to change all the physics in the game.
Oh, that is true. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I mean, but that seems like a math thing. Once you figure out the math, then it's...
I don't know, since there's some weird things like how if you're on the 8th block from the start, or the 108th, I think it is, 8 from the beginning or from the middle, then a bomb will blow up 1 higher to the left or something like that.
Huh.
So they just have all these strange things that they have to account for and then program.
Okay.
But
still.
I don't know.
I want it sooner.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it because actually I didn't play the other one because I didn't have a Wii U and I don't have I have a 2DS, but I just didn't bother because I don't know. I mean, it came out for 2DS, right? Or for 3DS? Didn't it? I think it did.
I'm not entirely sure.
I want to say it did. Hold on. I'm going to check this.
New Super Mario U? Is that what you're thinking of?
Well, yeah, no, that one definitely came, but Mario Maker DS. It came out. Yeah, it came out for 3DS.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it did.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I could have played it. I don't know. I played it on my Switch. What I don't get is why we're not getting simultaneously. This is what they should do. They should have Mario Maker 1 and 2. Wait. Not if they include everything that's in 1 and 2.
I think they are.
They should.
Much.
Why wouldn't they? Yeah.
It
would make sense for them to.
Yeah. I don't recall seeing anything that wasn't in 1 that was in 2.
That would be really dumb if they did that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Moving on. In incredible news. Okay. So this is Mishka. Do you mind? Just leave that on you. So a gamer that goes by the tag a twerkin' Yoshi. That's the thing. Recently posted a video of himself beating Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Nice.
It was really impressive, especially since he beat it using only 2 sets of DK bongos from Donkey Konga. He beat Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
I love the
with bongos.
Yeah, just anytime after a Souls game, just the flood of I beat it with a DDR pad.
Yep.
I beat it with bongos.
Yep.
I beat it with a USB steering wheel.
But this game is so fast paced. Like Dark Souls, I get because it's more methodical. It's more, but this game, it's a lot of dodging and parrying. I mean, you have to be fast. So
Definitely once you memorize their patterns,
sure,
it helps a lot.
It helps a lot, but it still took him 10 hours and 131 resurrections. 31 deaths were from the final boss.
Nice.
31.
I hope that was his first playthrough of the game.
Oh my god.
That would be
That would be the most impressive thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. If that was his first playthrough. It couldn't have been, but that'd be pretty amazing.
Next Soulsborne game or anything from I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll get me some DK bongos and
just go for it. Did you played Sekiro?
Yeah.
How far did you how far did you get / are you / did you give up / you know what I mean?
Let's see. As of last week, I was up to the Corrupted Monk just because played it a lot at the start, then just stopped because I don't know, need the break. But got into New Game Plus now, and then it's.
Wait, so you beat the game?
Yeah. No, I'm a big fan of those sorts of games. So.
Look at Big Dick Schuyler over here. God damn, man! I couldn't see you past your giant erection.
What can I say?
That's a big look. Even Mishka's like, ooh, she's presenting. Look at her. She's presenting.
The big dick energy is radiating off me now.
She's presenting. She's ready for you.
It's okay.
She's ready to receive you. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't. I gave up on it a long time ago. And so one pair of the bongos act as direction inputs, and the other 2 were for attacks and parrying. He had to sacrifice camera controls, which...
Yeah.
Jesus, I don't know how you even do that.
Yeah, I've been playing through... Or there's one game I've been playing recently called Exanima.
What's that?
So, it's kind of like a fighting game. Let's see. So pretty much the thing.
What is this? Sorry, what is this guy doing?
Okay. Just bending to your whim.
Okay.
No, so it's a fighting game. It's mainly physics based, and the movement, like the camera doesn't turn when you move, and your WASDs, your W always makes you go forward, like step forward. So as you're fighting and you have to like go around people, the camera angle will just get messed up.
Purposely, like it's a mechanic.
Yeah, it's a mechanic. It's something that you're supposed to like get used to. And it will get thrown all over the place because as you swing, you have to move your mouse with the swing to get extra momentum to make it hit. If you miss, then the momentum turns you, and it's just a mess with trying to make yourself move having or without using the camera controls directly while you're fighting.
Is it like that Toast game, like I Am Toast? Where it's designed to be extremely frustrating, but you kind of get used to it.
I think it's just meant to have a high skill ceiling.
I got you.
Yeah. High skill floor, high skill ceiling.
What kind of game is perspective wise? Third person or?
Yeah. I Am Toast. Or I Am Bread.
I Am Bread, that's what
that's
it is.
a good
You
game,
become
though.
Toast.
Yeah, I had that game.
God, that was a frustrating ass
It
game.
was so fun.
It was a good one.
It's a good party game too.
I like Surgeon Simulator.
I haven't played that one.
Yeah, that one's a lot of fun. That one's a good one. I didn't get very far in that one, but okay. So, and we don't have much news too. I got three pages of news.
Yeah, it
That's it. This is a pretty slow week.
Haven't seen too much this week.
Okay, so I'm gonna finally say it.
All right.
By Mishka. I'm gonna finally say it, and it pains me to say it, but I'm not sure about Death Stranding anymore.
No?
For those of you who know me, know that I am a big Kojima fanboy. Love me some Hideo. Some Hideo. And
No head. Ayo.
all of his works I love. I love him as a person. I am ready to receive the Hideo.
Mm-hmm.
Until I read this story, I'm thinking, I've said this before too, but I'm really thinking it's going to be one of the two extremes. I don't think it's going to be in the middle. I think this is either going to be the greatest game ever made, the most incredible work of art in video gaming since ever,
Yep.
or the worst embarrassment, most expensive embarrassment to video gaming ever.
I'm excited to hear what makes you say this, since I have not seen any news on it.
Okay.
Or at this last week, at least.
So, at the Tribeca Film Festival in New York, he said, quote, "There are so many things happening in the real world, in America, in Europe. Everything is actually connected by the internet. But in a way, we're not connected in the real world these days. I'm putting that as a metaphor in the game. The player will have to reconnect the world in the game. You're very alone. There's solitude, but you're trying to connect. The story and the gameplay. The key word is connection. There are so many things in between, of course, but the key is connection."
Yeah.
I feel like he's trying to tell us there's the password in the beginning. By the way, it's connection. That's the password for the beginning. He went on to say, quote, I also threw in a really new idea. You're connecting the game, and everyone is playing it together, and you'll be connected. Everyone will be connected together as well. I can't say anything because Sony will be very unhappy. I don't want to get disconnected from Sony.
Can't wait for everything to be just, after every scene, there's just one of those telltales. 80% of people chose this. 20% of people did this.
No, it's going to be a game for the Kinect. By the way, it's not coming to Sony.
The Kinect was a thing.
It's not coming to Sony. It's coming to Xbox, and it's a game you have to play exclusively on your Kinect.
I forgot that was a thing. Oh no.
What is this game?
Yeah.
What is it? And everybody who has seen gameplay of it has all said the same thing. I've never seen anything like this. What is that? They all say, it's amazing, but I mean, it's Hideo Kojima. If he shows you, his dick, you go, oh my God, it was incredible. It was amazing. It was the best thing I've ever seen, because you don't upset Kojima. But what is this game? What is it? What do you do?
Yeah. I think we're all going to be asking ourselves that even after it comes out.
He even said at one point in the game, you don't control the character, you only control the camera. And he's like, and it's cool because you can look at your character and he might wink at you. That's not a verbatim quote, but he did say all of those details. All of the fact that you will be able to rotate the camera around only because you can't move, and that if you look at your character, he might wink at you, and that's cool. What is this game?
I think it's just a cutscene that you can.
It's good. I mean, that's the
Look
thing.
around.
It's Kojima unhinged. It is him without a freaking. You know what it's like? It's like those parents who put the little backpack leashes on their kids, And then somebody just gave that kid a bunch of sugar and just let him off the leash. Just like, go play with whoever you want. I want to play with Norman Reedus, and I want to play with what's his name? There's a fetus that grows in the guy's mouth.
Fetus.
It's a baby fetus in the throat, and that's his health. Your health is a fetus, and there's invisible guys everywhere, but they're also really, really tall, and they are everybody else. And when you die, you don't actually die. It's a new game. That's the thing. You know that's the thing, right? Like when you die, you don't actually die.
Yeah.
It's just a different part of the game.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah, part of the game is like dying. Like when you die, then you go to a different part of the game.
Oh.
What is this game? What are you doing? Kojima, somebody gave him too much sugar and took him off his leash. And then we're either going to get the
He's
the
just
greatest thing
excited
or the
to not
worst
to be
thing.
doing pachinko machines.
I guess. But shit, man, like I'm so scared and excited and confused. I mean, no matter what, it can't live up to the hype. It's too much hype.
I don't know. Maybe I feel like people are more just looking forward to its weirdness, not necessarily looking for
But I mean, gameplay.
gameplay.
I mean, but he's a master of gameplay too. I mean, look at Metal Gear Solid 5. I mean, that was incredible. It was some of my favorite gameplay ever. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I feel like everyone has that hesitancy, so.
Yeah. All right, so this isn't really going to be surprising, but at least it's confirmed, so we know. We're not going to be shocked by it. The PlayStation 5 will not launch before 2020. According to Sony's PR department and reported by Wall Street Journal writer Takashi Mochizuki, there will be, quote, no next-gen PlayStation launch over the next 12 months. Not surprising considering how well the PS4 is still doing.
Yeah.
Like, it's still selling. It's about to hit, I think, like 100 million. Sorry, I'm trying to fold up the game this week.
Spoilers.
That's not surprising. I don't know. I thought that was... It's good to know, so then that way, you know, and when we get to like E3 predictions and PlayStation predictions, I mean, they're not going to be at E3, but nobody's going to be like, oh yeah, and they're going to be like, yeah, it's coming out this fall. Like, no,
It's definitely probably why a lot of stuff is waiting until 2020 so it can be on that next generation.
That's why they're also not going to E3s, because they're going with the 2020 launch. They so are. I mean, Xbox is too. Xbox is going to announce it at E3. It's going to happen, I'm telling you. They're going to announce it at E3, and then it's coming out 2020. They're going to come head to head. I bet you Xbox comes out in the summer 2020. PlayStation in the fall.
Maybe.
Xbox wants to get ahead of PlayStation. And they should, because they're going to win that generation. They're absolutely going to win that generation. This is going to be the first generation that I don't own a PlayStation first.
Really?
Nope. Xbox 360. Sorry. Xbox 360. But aside from that, I had a PlayStation first.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on, I didn't want to get a second job. Hey, remember when they told us to do that? Okay. So the Nintendo Switch thing. Recently, we've been reporting on rumors that Nintendo is gearing up to release 2 new Switch SKUs. It's been rumored that there's going to be a cheaper version and a more powerful Pro version. According to Bloomberg, we're half right. So it's half right. According to a new report, Nintendo is planning on launching a new, cheaper version of the Switch by the end of June, which is cool. The Pro version is apparently not in the works at all. And instead, later this year, Nintendo may be making a modest upgrade to the existing model. And I'm assuming this is probably going to be something so minor, so like insignificant that like we don't even notice. Like maybe it's a new manufacturer for the graphics cards or something, more efficient.
I don't know. I think
usage.
what I saw was the 30% faster load times, and
I mean, maybe
that's a good number.
maybe.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was listening to the last episode, and then all of a sudden I couldn't hear anything. And then you just hear me talking super loud.
It's have you seen those like 8D songs that have been popping up on YouTube? It's pretty much just like channels that grab the songs and then just pan it from one ear to the other.
Wow.
Like in audio. So I'm just trying to stick with the trend.
Like Atmos?
I not really.
Because I know Atmos is 7.1.
No, it's not like actual. It's
Okay.
just calling itself that. Because then there's like people after going, oh, 90. This is where they separate the audio track and the just the vocals and everything else. There we go.
Gotcha.
And then just have them pan separately, and it's just a bunch of weird gimmicky crap that they're doing to get cheap views or quick views.
See, now I'm going to check it out. Oh, okay, so this is really cool.
Yeah.
Insomniac recently revealed the most random Easter egg I've ever heard of in my entire life.
Yeah.
All right. So, for those of you who don't know, practicing Jews stay at home on Saturdays, as it is a day reserved for rest. It is the Sabbath or Shabbat. I think it's both of those things. In Spider-Man, all Jewish NPCs observe the Sabbath, and their character models don't spawn in the world if you play the game on a Saturday, on an actual Saturday.
See, now that makes me just want to go look through all the Jewish models and be like, is this overtly Jewish?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'm sure they could say, oh, and then, there's also some other ones that aren't so overtly Jewish that are also inside. But it's
see, that's what I want to see.
It's mainly the models with the yarmulke or the Hasidic Jew.
The curls.
The curls, yeah. I was gonna say the sideburns. They got the sideburns going. That's religion's silly. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting. That's a cool little Easter egg. It's a lot less harmful than their other Easter egg. I remember reporting on this when the game first came out. It said it was in the tweets that pop up on the pause menu that said, "Have you guys seen the new game trailer or whatever from Insomniac Games?" And everybody thought that was them announcing that they're making a new game.
Oh,
so they had to post a thing like, "We're not making another game. No, that's just being silly. Just goddamn it, nerds, calm down." Yeah. Okay, so PlayStation is not going to be at E3, but you know who is going to take their place?
I assume Xbox or Microsoft.
Well, no, specifically their spot. So PlayStation typically goes up on Monday.
Okay.
For their conference.
Is it a publisher or
publisher? Yeah.
Who's big enough?
That's the question. Who has enough projects coming out?
Yeah.
At least, well, I mean, maybe,
I don't know. Who is it?
Speculative projects, at least.
Yeah.
Square Enix.
Oh, okay.
Square.
I would not have guessed them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Why would they take such an awesome spot? What are they going to announce?
The new Final Fantasy 14 expansion.
Well, we have the games that we know that they're working on. We have Final Fantasy 7 Remake, which I bet a lot of people are saying, no, this game's never coming out. We're never going to see anything ever again. I think we're actually going to see gameplay. I think we're actually going to see gameplay of Final Fantasy 7 Remake at this E3. Do you think so? Do you think that's a possibility?
I mean, if they're taking a big spot, then our main stage, then
I think so.
They're taking main stage, definitely.
I mean, what else? I mean, this is a major spot. They have to show a lot of something,
Yeah.
The Avengers game.
Okay.
The Avengers game. It's been so long since we even heard anything about this game. And then especially with Endgame hype that's going right now, this is the perfect timing to kind of piggyback that. And sure, people who don't know that they're working on an Avengers game might be like, oh, well, it's a straight to, game, it's like a movie game, like Iron Man and all those crappy games. But no, they've been working on this a really long time. I think that's a possibility. Octopath Traveler 2.
Yep.
We know that was basically announced that this is a thing that's going to happen. It's definitely something I'd like to see. And it's pretty early to see any gameplay or anything, but I mean, at least a title, at least maybe a light story introduction, and then maybe introducing what the mechanics are going to be like, if they're going to make any changes. Now, here's what I want to see. First of all, did I miss anything? Is there anything that you think that we know that they're working on, at least for the moment?
I mean,
because we're going to get to the speculative stuff in a second.
The main things of theirs I paid attention to was the 7 remake, and then just the Final Fantasy 14 new X pack, just because that's actually a pretty decent game.
I haven't played
MMO.
it. I haven't played it.
It's pretty.
I'll check it out. Okay, so first thing I want to see, Final Fantasy 15-2. Why not?
Yeah.
There's a 10-2.
I definitely prefer 16.
16. It's gonna be a long time before we get 16. It's gonna be a very, very long time. I mean, how long did 15 take? I mean, that 15 was supposed to be like 13, wasn't it?
Yeah,
13 too.
I think they tried too much though with 15.
They did. I want to see go back to turn-based. I mean, the gameplay was awesome. Don't get me wrong. I like 15, but I want to see some more turn-based. Some like good turn-based. Like, I mean, look at Octopath Traveler, classic turn-based. They tweaked the system just a little bit and made it a lot of fun. Do the same thing with Final Fantasy 16. Just make it really, really pretty.
Yeah.
I just realized. Hold on. It's so simple. Imagine how beautiful you can make gameplay. Okay, because you look at The Order 1886, you look at Hellblade's, actually even better example, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice.
Yeah.
The reason why that game looks so insanely beautiful is because there's not really that many things going on. You can't move that fast in the world. There's only a couple buttons mapped for any kind of actions, and then most of that's only for combat and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why it looks so good, because there's not that many things running. So why don't we have an insanely high graphic, just insane, beautiful Final Fantasy turn-based game where when you're summoning shit, it looks like it's straight out of a fucking movie. Like, it just looks like the most gorgeous display ever, because what's really happening? You're showing a clip of something.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's really happening. You're just showing, and make it flow all together. And then and then aside from that, just have it be like Final Fantasy 10 and 13 style, moving through the world. Am I missing something? Like, why can't they do that?
I don't know. They probably want to innovate.
Sure. But I mean, that's some kind of innovation. I mean, imagine how good that can look.
Going back to their roots.
Do it.
But, yeah.
Goddamn, do it. I mean, we've come so far. Final Fantasy 16 with ray tracing. Oh my god, imagine how amazing an Ultima freaking spell would look with that. Or Demi.
Wow. All the fire.
In 4K.
All the shadows.
HDR.
Perfect.
Oh my god. It would be so good. I want it so bad. Hello, Caroline Ann and Samus.
I think I'll try and not keep that nickname, though.
I want it so bad. She says, hello, Josh and Stranger Danger. This is Schuyler.
Hi.
This is one of our executive producers.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. So be nice. We're talking about how bad we want Final Fantasy 16 to go back to the turn-based.
Yeah, and Josh is gushing over ray tracing.
Over ray tracing. Just add ray tracing and beautiful graphics and just make it look insanely beautiful. They need to do that. Okay, the other game is Parasite Eve 3. Or at least Parasite 1 and 2, or 1 or 2 remake. Like in the style of the Resident Evil 2 remake. Like
definitely could see a lot more focus being put on making sure the remasters are exceptional, especially after they saw how well Resident Evil 2 did.
Exactly. I mean, I think that's gonna be a trend. I think we're gonna see more remakes, and reimaginings almost, and freaking. They still have to have that Parasite Eve license. I mean, who else would have bought that, right? Who else wants Parasite Eve? It's so old. It doesn't even have any value right now. Carolina says Josh just went total fangirl. I did.
Yeah. It's definitely like right to the level where it's painful to listen to.
I wish I knew Japanese.
Oh no. Oh, Nani.
That's probably just really racist. I'm sorry.
At least you weren't like squinting your eyes. I mean, you were actually.
But not for that.
Yeah.
Like, that was how my eyes get when I get really excited.
Yeah, sure. That's why.
Okay. And then finally, Final Fantasy 13 on Switch. Why aren't we getting that? I don't think that's actually going to happen because they would have announced it by now. But god damn it, why isn't that happening? Final Fantasy 13 on Switch. Do it. Just do it. Just do it. Do it. Just do it.
Can't say.
Just goddamn do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's another licensing issue. Who knows? All right. So what do you have a Square Enix game that you like, your dream project that you would want them to do?
I'm just excited for 7 to actually come out.
Hopefully.
If it does.
Hopefully, if you know.
Yeah.
No.
Can't really say.
No, that's fair. I mean, they can't just have an entire conference for 7 to remake the Avengers game and Octopath Traveler 2. I mean, they have Just Cause, but we just got a Just Cause game. So we're not getting Just Cause 5. Just Cause 4 2, maybe. But yeah. Now, how are we doing on time? What's the time?
20 something.
Okay. We don't have time to talk about that one, unfortunately. But
Can mention it.
well, okay. I'm gonna pose out a question before we get into what we're playing. I'm gonna throw out a question. It was brought to me by one of our executive producers, Andrew Kirkendall, Face Kicker. He said, "What game?" First of all, he went on them and said, "I think that Witcher 3 is the greatest game of all time. Name a game that's better than Witcher 3." Now, at first I'm like, okay, well, no, not Witcher 3. You know, and I started thinking, I'm like, okay, well, no, not Grand Theft Auto 5. 5 isn't better than Witcher 3.
I mean, in its genre, I would totally agree.
No, but I mean, of all time. So, I mean, but here's the thing. It got me thinking, what game is better? I think I have an answer.
Okay.
But I'm curious to, and I will play the part of Andrew Kirkendall and debate. You know, fuck it. We're gonna do this segment. We're just gonna do it.
Yeah.
So, name a game that's better than Witcher 3. And I will play the role from Andrew Kirkendall. And you in chat too. If you guys want to put a game that's better than Witcher 3, there's actually, I don't think there are many games that are better than Witcher 3 for a bunch of reasons. Because it's happening to you now.
Yeah, it's hard for me to come at just not with saying what I had more fun playing. It's hard for me to think of
that's different. Because I mean, personally, I say Persona 5 in my eyes is a better game than Witcher 3. But when you really break down the mechanics and what each game is trying to do, and execution, and freedom, and so many different things, no, actually, then Witcher 3 beats Persona 5. And also, it doesn't count for when it came out. So we had a friend, Ken, who was trying to argue Pokemon Red and Blue are better. And I said, okay, well, here's the thing. They were, at the time, one of the greatest, games ever. And those are the perfect games. We'll just call it one game. That is the perfect game in its execution and all that. But there are so many games who have done that exact same thing, including Pokemon, since...
Yep.
So, and done it better. So even though they did it perfectly at their time, there are other games who have perfected that as well and added more things.
I think the main thing that gives it an advantage is just how well it was continually, the expansions, it was just maintained extremely well.
Yeah, there's that too. There's that factor.
So,
and Carolina wants to know, is that a game you would play over and over? I think that's a factor to consider as well. I think every kind of question you can ask about a video game should be considered in determining its value. And it's, again, current value. So did you come up with a game?
Let's see. I mean, just For me, I still think like Halo 1 and 2.
Okay.
Just still.
So I will say, okay, so you're saying specifically because of story, I would say, because I mean,
Yeah.
we've perfected
Just the mixture
we perfected
of
the
story
shooter.
and,
Okay,
Yeah, mixture of story and shooting elements.
Graphics,
Music.
graphics, it doesn't hold up enough. And I mean, because here's the thing: at the time, yes, you would have more argument, but it doesn't hold up nearly as well with graphics. It doesn't hold up story wise against The Witcher.
Yeah.
And it's not, again, not to say that it's not a great story. It's a fantastic story. I would even loop 3 in there with that. Put it the whole trilogy, story wise, Witcher, and then also freedom wise, freedom of not even just freedom. Let's just say immersion.
Yeah.
Immersion. That's the thing, because freedom isn't always necessarily important in a video game. I would say immersion in the story. I think Witcher wins.
Yeah, but I think for me, one of the things that comes to just a game like Witcher is at some point just doing everything just becomes a chore. Mm-hmm. I think with Halo, it's concise. It's like you at no point, or at least did I feel like, you're not obligated to do all this extra stuff. It's just straight to the point.
Well, Witcher's a lot like Skyrim in that you don't have to do anything.
Well, yeah,
you don't even have to follow the main
I'm just
story.
coming at from my point of view.
Sure.
It's for me and I'll just speak for myself. Just having all that extra stuff, there's just, I don't know. I just want to do all the stuff that the game has to offer. So doing all of these side quests and then do the entire map, then I'm over at Skellige and now there's a bunch of other end. It's just it's too much side questy stuff.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So Baxter Young says Witcher 3 is fucking amazing. First thought would be Kingdom Hearts 2, but I can't actually go there. I don't know. I'm lost. No better answer. So yeah, I mean, we're for those of you joining us, we're trying to figure out a game that would be better than Witcher 3. A question posed by our executive producer Andrew Kirkendall. Now, I'm going to throw out the game that I think, and I want you to play Andrew Kirkendall. I want you to shoot this down.
Okay.
Portal. My argument is, graphics-wise, still holds up. Mm-hmm. Gameplay-wise, extremely intelligent and extremely accessible. You can throw somebody who doesn't know anything about video games into that game, and I think you can't do that with Witcher.
Yeah.
Story, pretty freaking phenomenal storytelling and acting.
You have to take into account the length of the game. It's just
Why?
Too short. Why? I mean, the same reason you're taking into account replayability, just graphics
Portal's
is just
replayable.
arbitrarily like. Well, yeah, it's definitely replayable, but at a certain point, you're just the answers to all the puzzles, all this, and by that point, you're still on the first island or the first country.
I mean, I will say that Witcher definitely has significantly more content than Portal, and that would give a point to Witcher. But I think if we were tallying points for each thing, I think that Portal matches and then exceeds enough to be better than Witcher. I mean, because again, we go to accessibility, we go to concept.
So if we're having accessibility as one, then I guess you would never say any of the Dark Souls games or Sekiro.
But
because I was thinking those, and it's.
But I think that challenging as a mechanic to say that those games delivering on so like Sekiro over Dark Souls, I think Sekiro is better because their difficulty isn't cheap. So if we're gonna be tallying points, I would say Sekiro wins in the difficulty as a game mechanic category, only because they execute it in a way that is not cheap.
See,
in my opinion,
and just go with I'd still say the Souls games, just the ability to choose whatever weapon to go whichever build.
Sure.
Just all those things I think add up.
They would definitely win that one because you have variety, with that, and you have RPG mechanics, that you don't get in Sekiro. But that, I mean, so that's what I'm saying is that really just tallying everything up, it's at the very least hard to come up with a game better.
Yeah.
And it's something I didn't even consider how, how amazing a game Witcher is. Witcher 3.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a reason there's so much online circle jerk in support of The Witcher.
yeah. And my first reaction, actually, the first game I thought of was Skyrim. I'd say Skyrim was better, but I mean,
Vanilla
Witcher does
Skyrim.
everything that Skyrim did, but better. So, I
Vanilla Skyrim was kind of...
yeah.
I know some people have thousands of hours, but...
And Baxter couldn't get into Portal, so maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but I want to know what you guys think. So send us an email or a comment or something.
Yeah, just send it right to our pagers. We'll get to it.
It's
ASAP.
downrightfierce@hotmail.com, actually, speaking of pagers. downrightfierce@hotmail.com. Let me know what you think the best game ever is and why, and we'll read it on the episode next week. Okay, so now what we've been playing.
Yeah.
I played 15 hours in 2 days. No, I think more than that. I think 16 or 17 hours in 2 days of Final Fantasy IX.
Ooh, rookie numbers.
And I'm pretty far into that game. I was playing on my Switch, and I just fell off. I don't know what happened.
That's how I
just-
get with a lot of games.
I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to balance my party anymore. I'm getting too frustrated. I'm done.
Yeah, there's always a wall you hit.
Yeah, and it sucks because I'm like basically on the last disc. Like I'm more than halfway through the last disc.
Sucks when you get to like one of those long multi-disc games. Like, did you ever play Lost Odyssey?
I did not, but I know of it.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 discs for the game. I think I
Yeah,
got
that's right. Yeah.
like 3 or 4 discs through on multiple occasions. I just never finished because it just
Yeah.
But let's see. This last week, it's a lot of Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, been playing that again.
How good are you at it?
I mean, I'm pretty mediocre.
Oh, don't be distracted with my clicking.
Oh, okay,
I'm looking at my games that I've been playing.
No, yeah, I'm
because I totally forgot.
I'm pretty mediocre. You know, I wouldn't try and 1v1 people or whatever, but it's still a good time until like you have to deal with the toxic community. Like,
Oh god,
it's pretty toxic.
I heard.
Yeah.
Subnautica. I forgot to mention, I think, over the past couple of episodes, I've been playing the shit out of Subnautica. That game, I played it at launch. And that game is significantly different now. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It is an incredible game.
I didn't get it when it was free, like a month or a couple months ago, or whenever it was free for a short while. And I've been kicking myself for it since like few of my friends have just been talking about how good it is.
Baxter says, happens to me a lot as far as hitting a wall with a game. Actually, and then he says that, hit a wall with a game, especially on the second run, Skyrim looking at you. That's an interesting fact because
I feel that about Skyrim.
I just hit a wall. I don't think I ever have gone through a game twice. So I don't even know why I buy video games anymore. I'm having this realization because I tried doing that with Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm like, I want to play through this game twice. Like, this is a beautiful game. I have a 4K TV now. I want to play the Frozen Wilds or whatever, and you know, I want to play through the game first before I buy that because I'm anticipating they're gonna announce the sequel now. And today I hit the wall with it.
Yeah.
And I can't. There's something about playing, like knowing the ending, just kind of like I've done all this before. Why am I doing it again?
Yeah, for me, it's for newer games or just whenever I start playing a game, I'll just go super freaking hard into it.
Yeah.
Then just be like, get bored of it for like 3-4 months, however long, and then just get back to it and be like, why'd I stop?
So 2 games that I am playing. very actively. Actually 3. Actually 4. I've been playing a lot of games. One is the greatest game. Actually, this is the greatest game of all time. I don't know if you know this came out. Picross S3.
Oh
Oh my god.
Never actually played it, but
Dude.
someone showed it to me once.
Picross is life.
I don't know who it was.
It's amazing. I love Picross. I'm a Picross fiend. Like when I download bootleg Picross games, and like even though they're nowhere near as good as actual Picross, it still scratches that itch, and it's so goddamn good. The other one I've been playing for the first time ever, and goddamn, I love it, and I feel like everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, how did you miss out on this? It's so good." Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Oh my god, it's so good.
Is it?
What a great game.
I haven't played through them. So.
I love them. I love it so much. I'm like really hooked on it. It's a fantastic game. Like the you know, it's borderlines visual novel, but there's still like you do the same thing that you do when I do the same thing I do when I'm doing my job of process serving. You know, like you have to look for clues, and you have to like kind of like, you know, you look for inconsistencies. So somebody will be like, you know, like this guy's like, oh, I saw the murderer. You know, I you know, they knocked over that lamp, and then I saw the lamp fall over, and then the glass is on the ground, and they're like, okay, well, hold on, let's see. And you look at the layout of the room, and you're like, wait a second. You couldn't have seen the lamp because the way the window is, the lamp is over there, and you wouldn't be able to see the lamp fall down. So objection.
Wouldn't be able to see to the window or to the wall.
Or if the sweat dropped down the balls at all. All skeet.
Oh, I guess we'll skip all these bitches crawl.
Oh, all these bitches do crawl.
Yeah.
Well, she did because she was dead.
Oh, yeah.
She just crawled.
Let's see. I think the Danganronpa series is a little bit like that. I haven't played it myself, but it's just a few of my friends just got hard, like played one of them, then instantly played through all of them, like
God damn it,
in a
I'm
week.
to play that. You sure you're gonna fall?
I'd check it out.
And then another game I've been playing a little bit of is Yoshi's Crafted World.
It's a good looking game.
It's alright. It's cute.
Yeah,
you know, it's fun.
easy,
it's baby's first platformer.
Yeah,
but it's a nice mindless thing. Like when I'm tired at the end of the day, and I'm just like I just want to just stare at the screen. That's a great game to just stare at the screen.
Yeah.
And then finally, a game that is a lot more challenging than that, but it's so much fun, and I'm so glad I got it on the Switch because I tried it on PC and it just I wasn't grabbing me. Dragon's Dogma.
Oh yeah, you
Arisen.
mentioned that last week. Yeah.
So it is a goddamn technical marvel that they're getting this to run on the Switch. I don't know how this game runs so freaking well. It runs like 60 frames. How?
Amazing.
How? Yeah. I mean, not really 60 frames, but like it's
console.
I'm expecting it to be like 10 frames per second when I'm fighting a giant Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
No,
actually works.
It runs really, really well. If you've never played Dragon's Dogma, and I mean, the best place to play it is probably going to be PlayStation or Xbox or PC. But if you're like me and a game that large and daunting just seems like a little bit too much to be sitting at home and playing, because it's an older game, it's pretty dated in some aspects of it, then I think the Switch is a great place to play it. My favorite thing is just finding out what kind of fucking monsters I could jump on. I can't wait to find the next monster to jump on because you get so creative. Like I just mentioned the Hydra. I'm on top of this goddamn tower and I'm looking at this Hydra. I'm like, all right, ready, 1, 2, fuck! And I like jump in the air and I managed to I was going after one of its like heads and then it whipped its head away. I'm like, oh shit! And I'm falling, and as I'm falling, I grab onto its back and I'm just like crawling up its back and then going up one of the heads, and I finally get to the top of the head and I'm like, ah, fuck you, big snake! Ah! And I'm just stabbing it. Yeah. And it was amazing that I was able to do that. And then another time I'm fighting harpies. I'm like, I wonder what happens when I grab them. I grab them and the bitch starts flying off with me. I'm like, oh shit, no shit.
Yeah.
Flying through the air, and then finally I lose grip and I fall a whole bunch, and that was crazy.
A love games like that. That just let you do, like, if you want to do it, you can.
Yeah.
So like that, then like Divinity, just where
Oh, fuck. Divinity. My
Such a good
nipples
game.
got a little hard right there. Isn't that right, Mishka? Isn't that right, kid?
See,
Oh,
problem
she's
with that
so
one
happy.
is I think I've started like the campaign like 4 or 5 different times because like I don't really want to like play through solo, and I just we get off of Fort Joy and then never play again. That's so sad.
I got pretty far in that game, and then I stopped playing for a long time. And that's another problem. I don't know, Baxter, if you run into this problem where you play a game, you're super into it, and then you get hooked on another game, and you try to go back to that first game, and you're like, I don't remember all the things. I don't remember what these spells do again. I expect these characters so specifically to run a certain way that I don't remember how to. I'm good, and then you just give up. Like it was so unfortunate because that game's so amazing, but that's exactly what happened to me. Okay, well, yeah, we did pretty good on time.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
God, I hate this game so bad.
I mean, if you want to ask me one, you can ask me one if you got one.
I got you last week.
All right.
You get.
It is time for Video Game 20 Questions. This is where I came up with a video game before we started the podcast. And Schuyler here is going to have 20 yes or no questions to figure out the name of the game. Tell you what, Schuyler, I'm going to keep chat up. I'm just going to keep chat up. Because if you guys want to type in a question in chat that you think will help them figure out the game, you could just freely look at those.
Or you
I
can
won't
just tell me the answer if you want.
I won't tell you what game will help you,
Yeah.
but we're gonna do that. Baxter, going back to what I was asking, he says, "Yep, I forget control schemes, camera mechanics, and it can get painful." That didn't happen to me with Spider-Man.
No?
No, didn't happen at all. Mishka, get that tail out of my face. What are you doing? Get that cat anus.
Distract him.
All right. So yes, 20 yes or no questions to figure out the name of the game. If you guys want to type in questions in chat, you can, and then you could use those at your will. Start.
All right, so let's see. Is it an exclusive?
Yes.
Is it part of a series?
Yes.
Is it a platformer?
Yes.
Is it Nintendo?
Yes.
God damn it! It better not be Mario. Does it involve a plumber?
No.
Oh, okay, there we go. All right, so let's see what I asked. Series exclusive platformer. Is it? All right, let's see. Let's do Wii U. Wii U or forward.
Or no.
No, okay. So then let's see.
I mean, generation will help you.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw that's what I did when I was doing the questions. It's like nail down the console, nail down.
Yeah. See, the problem is that it's like I don't really remember the super early Nintendo system. So let's see. Is it Super Nintendo?
No.
Or back?
Or back?
Yeah.
Yes.
See, yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time with this one in that case.
Well, there's only one.
Is there? Is
Yeah.
the Super Nintendo the first one, or the?
That's the second
Super
one.
Nintendo.
That's the second one.
Okay.
The Famicom and all that's all. Okay, so Nintendo came out with the Famicom.
Yeah.
Famicom and the NES. That's the exact same thing.
Okay.
The Famicom's the ones that came, Famicom, this family computer, came out in Japan. So then the Super Nintendo and the Super Famicom are the exact same thing.
Okay.
One came out in Japan, one came out here.
Okay. You know what? Let's
Hey,
go.
Mark's here.
Does the protagonist manipulate fire just for Mark's sake?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I'm gonna let that be a freebie. I don't believe so.
Yeah, are the chickens assholes? I'm assuming that's a no, but that'd be a.
Well, that wouldn't be a platformer. Well,
Yeah,
actually,
exactly.
But
That's why I wasn't.
But there are
platforming elements.
No.
You would say.
Zelda 2 is a platformer.
Yeah. All right. So you're really in the era where I was not born, I was not playing video games. So this is a hard one for me.
You know this game, though. I remember, I only go with a game that I'm confident that my co-host will know, and I am confident you know this game.
That's true. Is it, actually?
Can't Google.
What are you talking about? I'm just checking my text. All right, so platformer.
You basically know it's a Nintendo because because I said no with the Super Nintendo. They're like before. That should be 2.
Just,
So you know it's a side. It's a.
I know it's a
platformer?
side scroller now.
I'm gonna mark one down for that. I'm gonna mark one down for that. All right, so you know it's a side-scrolling platformer on the NES.
Yeah, Konami code.
So
does it have the Konami code?
good question. No, that was the original
Good job,
game I was
Baxter.
going with. Yeah. Good job, Baxter. Yeah, that was the
was
original. That was the original game I was going with.
See, I know I'm gonna have heard of the game. I just won't.
I bet you played it. I bet you played it. I bet you. I bet
think
you went.
the earliest. Yeah, I think the earliest console I played on was the Nintendo 64.
I bet you played it, and when we talk about it, you'll be like, "Yeah, I played it like once, just because I like either like a cousin had it or a friend had it. I played it once, or it's gonna be I played it like recently, just because I've never played it before. It's gonna be something like that.
Is it
Maybe
based on a movie property?
No, good question.
There goes the one game that I think I might have played at my dentist's office once.
I'd say try to narrow down the character, the mechanics.
Yeah. The speaker's always been there.
Yeah, there's a black sheet on it before.
Oh, okay.
All right. You got this, man. Only 10 questions in. I bet you somebody in chat's going to help.
Hopefully.
All right, so a question about the character, your main character, or if there's multiple characters.
Do you play a human?
No.
This does not help me at all.
Oh. A twist. So you don't play as a human.
Yes.
It's a side-scrolling platformer for the NES.
Oh, do you play as an ape or a monkey?
Ooh, that did not come out for the NES.
It didn't?
But
No, damn.
I will let you switch that to animal, and I'll say no.
You don't play as an animal or a human.
Yeah.
Oh.
So my wife's asking, did you say you played a video game at your dentist's office? He had a
Cool dentist.
I did have a very cool dentist, and he had an N64 at the office, and
Yeah, mine
this
also.
is NES. Yeah. I would also not use Mark's question because this is an NES game, and I don't think any game actually had audible dialogue. Except for the beginning of games. That was
So it's not a human, not an animal. Do you play as a mineral?
a man.
A mineral. No.
A mineral.
Yeah. Do you play as something organic?
No. Oh shit!
It still doesn't help me.
No, yes it does. Come on, you got this. What could you control that is neither man nor animal and non-organic?
There's lots of things.
Come on, somebody, chat, somebody. Come on, somebody.
Yeah, chat, you got this. Cat.
There's somebody listening to the audio right now just screaming. That was me. When I listened to listen to Game Scoop where I stole 20 questions from, I'm sitting there screaming at the freaking thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm that guy.
I'm screaming on the inside. Yeah.
Come on, you got this.
How many more do I have to suffer through?
You've got math. You're on 13, so you got 6. Come on.
Prescription.
Just ask things about the. So you know. Okay, so.
Do you? Let's see. Is there an overworld map?
Ooh, good question. No, I don't believe so.
Yeah, I don't think those were really implemented for platformers until Super Mario World 2.
All right, so maybe how you defeat enemies if there are enemies.
I'm assuming. All right. Are there enemies?
Yes.
All right, and I'm assuming you jump on them.
Nope.
No.
Oh.
Is this vroom vroom? Yeah. Are you a vehicle?
Nope. That's a good question. Though. So you're not a vehicle.
See, there's just too many random BS you can be in a video game. That has the game been remade?
Ooh. No. It's been re-released. I'll let you know. I'll tell you that. Like, it's come out on multiple consoles.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. Ooh. Okay, so Baxter's question is really good, but it's not a yes or no question.
Yeah.
So figure out a way to
3 or
rework it.
fewer.
Is it 3 or fewer? No.
No.
No. There are more than 3 games
Yeah.
in the series. There are more than 3 games in the series. You don't play as a human.
Yeah, or an animal, or
an
a
animal.
car.
You're not even
You're not
organic. You don't defeat enemies by jumping on their head. It was for the original NES. Come on, somebody's got to know this. Somebody. You are all going to kick yourself. Again, I am so sorry, audio listener.
Are there
one
guns?
audio listener out there who just is screaming at the...
All right, guns.
Yeah.
Used by your characters.
Yes.
Yes.
But be careful with that. Oh shit, we went over the questions.
Oh, thank God. Oh my goodness.
Okay, well, I'm supposed to give you the one question. And it's supposed to be a gimme. I got one easy gimme that I was just saving as a placeholder in my mind until I came up with a better one. See. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 gimmies if you can't get it with this one. No, you're not going to get it with this one.
Just tell me after the one gimme.
All right. Can you... I'm going to give you 2 gimmies if you can't get it after this one. Do you defeat enemies and get special powers with each enemy?
It's Kirby?
Is that your final guess?
Yeah. I don't remember which Kirby.
No, it's not. The second one was going to be, is your character blue? Yes.
It's you.
Oh, dude. A robot, blue, side-scrolling, shooty game for the NES
Like I
with
said,
more than 3.
and-
With more than 3, you're gonna kick yourself so bad. I have a T-shirt with this guy on there. Not right now.
Yeah, let me go in your closet real quickly. Did
Did the original creator try to remake this game under a different title, only to come out to very poor reviews?
Kirby is Kirby really organic? Since
Kirby, Mark says Kirby's organic.
Kirby is the manifestation of hope, and so I'm not sure if that's organic or not.
By the way,
I've watched many Kirby lore videos recently, so
the game was Mega Man. Oh,
that was on NES.
Yeah. Mega Man, and you defeat bad guys, and you get their powers with each one. And I don't know if one of them's a fire guy or something. But
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, Mega Man is the first one that came out for NES.
Oh man,
single player humanoid robot. So he's a humanoid robot, not a human.
Yeah, I just always thought those were handheld games.
And it was it was unclear the year that it came that it takes place because it's the year 2000X.
Yep.
Or
20XX.
Or
I think something like that.
200X.
200X.
So I mean, later on, it was probably 20XX.
Yeah.
Probably, but yeah, it was Mega Man.
Didn't know that was NES, to be honest.
Yeah. So that does it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. We do live recordings every Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time.
To watch me suffer alive.
On youtube.com/DownrightFierceGaming, twitch.tv/DRF Podcast. I'm going out of order, so now I'm fucked. Facebook.com/DownrightFierceGaming and Mixer.com/DRF Podcast. All of our audio episodes go up on every Wednesday on iTunes, Podbean, Google Play, and Stitcher. Patreon is a place where you can subscribe to our Patreon
and give us money.
Give us money that will go towards. I got some cool ideas, man.
Oh,
I'll even share. Right now, what I'm saving up for is better mics, and there's a bundle on Amazon for a clips to the desk. You know, I mean,
need something that clips to me. God damn.
Yeah, it clips on the desk, and it's like the movable mic. So, like, you know, I mean, like professional like streamers and podcasters use. I mean, these are great mics. Don't get me wrong, but and I might even still be able to use this mic, but I kind of want a better mic. But yeah, they're adjustable. So right now, that's what I'm saving podcast money for. It's not cheap.
Boy.
So you can help support us on patreon.com/DownrightFierceGaming, where just even at the bottom level, you get thanked at the end of every episode, as well as get all of our exclusive content and some content that nobody else can even see 1 week early.
Ooh, might even be X-rated.
It's pretty deep shit. It's Downright Fierce drinking.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, we did like 3 episodes of that.
Have you ever had this White Claw?
What's that?
It's like 5% alcohol seltzer water. So it's like a vodka soda that doesn't taste awful.
Wow.
And like, I don't usually drink much, but like last few nights I've had one or two of it. Very good.
Nice. Because I don't like
low calorie if you're watching your figure too.
Yeah. I don't like drinking to get drunk. I like the way beer tastes. So if this just tastes really good, then I'm down. I mean, the buzzness is a plus.
Yeah,
that's how I look at it. Oh my god, we got so many things. Mark Mayfield says Mega Man is full robot. I thought he was part organic. So in the cartoon series,
just the face,
he was part organic, but yes, he is full robot. Baxter says Cyborg was my next question. Pretty sure there was a fire boss. I think so. He says thanks for entertaining. Even thank you for watching. Appreciate that. And then Mark says cat proof. I don't know what that was in regards to, but
hopefully cat proof mics, maybe
cat proof mics,
or cat proof alcohol.
Yes, or cat proof alcohol. Cat proof is pretty high percentage. So yeah, that's patreon.com/DownrightFierceGaming. Additionally, if we get 2 subscribers, all we need is just 2 subscribers on patreon.com. I will stream when it comes out. I will buy and stream and record a let's play of Five Nights at Freddy's in VR. Which, if you know me and how scared I get at stuff like that.
Even better, have you go through and play all the knockoff Five Nights at Freddy's games.
Yeah, I can do that too. If you want to see what I look like getting scared in VR, then go to our youtube.com/DownrightFierceGaming page and check out the bonus videos where we do scary stuff in VR. But yeah. So we want to thank... I've been doing everything out of order. Also, I want to thank you, Schuyler. I appreciate you coming out, brother.
No problem. Thanks
Seriously.
for having me.
Next week you should bring a game for me to do it, because I see.
Yeah.
Like and I've had co-hosts that were like dreading 20 questions. That I don't want it to be a dreading thing. I think it's fun. But we want to thank Mark Mayfield. Thank you very much, Mark Mayfield. We want to thank Tristan Haynes. Yes, Tristan Haynes. We want to thank our executive producers, Brian Kismetsky, Carolina Jarvis, and Andrew Kirkendall, face kicker.
Wow. Thank you all.
I forgot to change the music video, so it's going to be the exact same music video again. All right. Well, hey, it's a great music video with the Christopher Donald Stanton.
As we all know, change is scary.
It's true. And that's why we poop.
In reports of multiple victims and an active shooter.
We have an active shooter at the high school.
Check sure they have explosives, some type of grenade. They're in between the houses down here.
We still don't know where the shooter is.
Hey, man, shot by. Indicating she thinks there's someone shooting in the building. It is silent at this time. The school is in lockdown.
Your gun, we're gonna make you a star. We'll peel the skin and spill the blood. We're gonna open you up and see what you're made of. There's a bomb in the back and you're never coming back. It's the last episode, it'll make your head explode. We'll fly American. Smile, yo, run murder TV. The blood will run when the sun goes down. 911 can help you now. Goddamn right, bleed and dry. Grab your gun, we'll make you a big fucking gun. Digits will collect the kills. We won't reload till we get to number 10. Get a trigger finger exercise. We'll have a cigar. You've hit the big time. There's a mob in the back and they're never shooting back. Of the blood overdose, it'll make you comatose. We'll speak American. We'll die American. Smile, yo, run murder TV. The blood will run when the sun goes down. 911 can help you now. Goddamn right, bleed and dry. Grab your gun, we'll make you a big fucking star.
Hey, kid, we're gonna make you a real big star. You know what I'm saying? Just sign right.
When you're wrong and make sure you don't trip. Extra credit when you go to load the clip. Load that fucking clip. Take the drug you want to have. 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 We'll make you a big fucking, make you a big fucking.
Downright fierce. 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 Downright fierce.
It's a downright fierce gaming podcast. Playing mad games and talking mad trash. Subtitle pinned and dropping facts about consoles, news, and industry stats. Every week, Josh and the crew go hard with the gaming passion. It's true. It's downright fierce and the place to be with a custom theme by Lars MC. It's downright fierce, get your game on. 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 It's downright fierce, get your game on. 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 Fierce in this room, it's the bomb. 20 questions, you can't go wrong. Nailed down the console, Chris implores, but now I can't get the Genesis off the floor. Streaming every Sunday on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook Live, so hit the switch. Got Scribe looking up those unknown facts. Helpful as heck, thanks a lot for that. Lost the bet, I need a pie. Pepperoni, it tastes so fly and it feels so good to play these games. Game Gear links and GBA, Turbo Graphics, Neo Geo, retro consoles, look so neato. Got 10 power strips for the Sega CD.
Downright fierce.